on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's part of it.
I'm trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman, motion to strike those words.
Just can't get over. I can't get over the gentle lady from South Carolina talking about white privilege. It was a spit in the face, at least of mine as a black woman, for you to talk about what white privilege looks like, especially from that side.
The look on Jamie Raskin's face when she said that is priceless. For a lot of people, that was the moment Jasmine Crockett got put on the map. But for most of us who follow politics, we've already known how fierce she is. In this video, we're going to talk about some more bull drive Trump is doing that reveals the hand of MAGA and what they fear, and how Trump is trying his best to put fear into the American people, in particular minorities, so that we don't get to the next election. And we're going to also talk about Mamdani and Democrats that haven't supported him and what we can do to support him, and the worst nightmare for MAGA. That all starts right now.
I'm up early for the dealers come out. Everybody is outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month. I got that full. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.
That's right. You got Lamont Tyson in the building trying to hold up this fight, representing the Politics of Being Black channel. Please be sure to subscribe to my newsletter. If you want to figure out about me and who I am as a person, this link right here, beacons.ai/politics of being black, will take you to everything I'm involved with, both my podcasts, my TikToks, even my IMDb, because I am trying to make woke movies, woke superhero movies, and need all the help I can get. Shout out to the ladies of the I've Had podcast, because they dropped some of the best news you can find dealing with politics. And they recently got a clip of Trump threatening to do what he has done to target our Hispanic and Spanish brothers and sisters in LA by sending the state guard to New York, because him, MAGA, and ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, Democrats are all afraid of Zoran Mamdani and what he represents for the people. Take a listen to this right here, and then we'll break this shit down and talk about pumpkin face.
President Trump on Tuesday suggested a federal takeover of New York City and Washington, claiming a tremendous power at the White House to run places when we have to. And we know this is a direct response to the overwhelming support in New York City for Zoran Mamdani. And it's gross. I mean, this is full on authoritarianism. We're not even trying to cover it up.
It is, ladies and gentlemen. And for me as a black person, speaking on behalf of a lot of my black folks and white people too as well, because we wouldn't be able to have a lot of the things we have if certain white folks wouldn't have came in and said what they're doing to us is wrong. Trump is trying to be an authoritarian. And when we grew up, we was always taught that that was wrong. Dictators are wrong. Authoritarians is wrong. Authoritarians are Hitler, Stalin, people like that. I even go as far as to say that Bitten Negerman Yahoo Drink is one of those too, wannabe anyway. And for Trump to want to pull in troops in these blue states and these blue cities just shows you how afraid they are of the American people. And this rally behind Mamdani and AOC kicks Trump and MAGA in the ass, because a lot of people that voted for Trump in New York also voted for Mamdani. They voted for AOC. And what that tells you is these people are looking for something different from your run-of-the-mill used car salesman, used car appliance selling politician, someone who can stand on their own and is not politically correct. The thing that put Mamdani on the map was one of those debates he was in which basically they was asking all the candidates, where would you go when you first become the mayor? And they was all giving you the same hogwash. Oh, I'm going to Israel, and I'm going to Israel, and I've been to Israel 6 million times, and blah, blah, blah. Mamdani said he's staying his ass right in New York and going to talk to synagogues in New York. He's going to talk to the people in New York. Why are we going over there? And a lot of people really just want a politician who is going to try to take care of America first, which you hear that a lot on MAGA, America first, and they haven't been getting it. And Mamdani is campaigning on that, and that is something I think he can come through with. But having said that, in this new breed of politicians that threatens MAGA and threatens the establishment, you've got names like Mamdani, you've got AOC. But for us Black folks, we are riding the tail of this woman right here. The bleach blonde, bad built, butch body spraying sister herself, Representative Lady J. Jasmine Crockett, who has been fierce in standing up to this, which is another thing the American people want. We want someone that's going to stand up to it, even if we don't have the power to do anything. Just stand up to the corruption, stand up to the hatred, stand up to this MAGA white man world, and she's been doing that. And a lot of what has been fueling the fire for MAGA has been nothing but pure hatred. And as much as they hate Mamdani, and as much as they hate Democrats, let me tell you the worst nightmare for white men. It's not a Black guy. No. It's not Hispanics. No. It is an educated Black woman. And not only an educated Black woman, but let's throw another caveat out there that they really hate. An educated Black woman, ladies and gentlemen, that is fucking gorgeous. Because not only do they fear the fact that she can outwit them from an economic perspective, from a political perspective, but they also hate the fact that they want to bend her over in the woodshed and do things to her that they just cannot do. And that's the thing about Sister AOC. They can't take her and do whatever they want. They can't control her. And that is something that gets on their absolute last nerves. We'll end this video on talking about what has been going on with Mamdani in terms of any support from other Democrats. Because not only does Mamdani represent a movement for the people, he also represents taking power away from those that are able to buy politicians. And this is another report that we got from the lovely ladies over at the I've Had It podcast. Take a look at all the representatives in New York that are Democrats that don't want to throw support behind Mamdani.
New York Democrats who haven't endorsed Mamdani and their AIPAC bag. Let's go. Representative Laura Gillen, $94,905. Representative Adriano Espialat, I'm butchering his last name, $202,000. Representative Tom Suozzi, $312,000. Representative Dan Goldman, $366,000. Representative Gregory Meeks, $690,000. Representative Grace Ming, $619,000. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, almost $1 million, coming in at $997,000. And I will remind you that she engaged in Islamophobic attacks on this mayoral candidate and didn't defend Islamophobia, yet is so quick to call out anybody as being anti-Semitic. And that's the thing in this, is that we can speak out against the provocations and the war crimes of the Israeli government, and they don't get to hold us hostage and tell us we're anti-Semitic. That's bullshit, and don't fall into that trap. Next up, Representative Richie Torres, $1.5 million. Senator Chuck Schumer, $1.7 million. Hakeem Jeffries, $1.7 million. Representative George Latimer, $19 million, almost $20 million.
So you see, ladies and gentlemen, when you have someone who's coming out like Mamdani saying that the middle class and the poor have been eroded because all the policies have given not only the financial welfare to the rich, but also the political welfare to the rich, it threatens them because it takes something away from them that they should have never had in the first place. And people are hurting. We got kids who are not getting fed. We've got kids who are not getting early education right now, all because we're trying to buy into this narrative of trickle-down economics, which we've been proven this shit is nothing but a pyramid scheme. What it really is a pyramid that trickles up all the money from the poor middle class to the people at the top, which is rich. And Mamdani says hell to the no on that. AOC says hell to the no on that. Bernie says hell to the no on that. Jasmine Crockett says hell to the no on that. We're not doing that. We want to give people just as much opportunity as we've given business. And that's what Mamdani represents. And that's why Trump wants to roll his fat ass, bad makeup in there and do something about it to intimidate people to not vote for him and to have people stay home. But ladies and gentlemen, you are informed through me and many, many others that are doing this great work and putting together these podcasts and YouTubes. Please subscribe to all of us. Listen to all of us. We all bring our own flavor. And I would love for you guys to go ahead and go over to beacons.ai/politics of being black. Subscribe to my newsletter. It's free. Join me on my podcast. Join me on my Instagram and my TikToks. And also check me out on IMDb. And if you want to support the films that we're trying to work on, we've got some scripts written. Let me know. But more importantly, support us in trying to take this country back from people who are driven by hate, ignorance, and cowardice. As they always say, love tends to conquer all, but in order to get to that love, we got to do the work. And until that next sexy as hell politics of being black video, I'm out.